So today I thought I would show you guys my current foundation routine, and it also happens to be my summer foundation routine. So I thought it was a good time to film this. Now the foundation that I use every single day now is actually a mineral foundation, and it's by Cailyn Cosmetics. And I have tried a few mineral foundations before, and I've liked them, but I haven't been obsessed with them. This has the most beautiful finish, it almost looks airbrushed actually, and the staying power is insane. The reason why I choose to use a mineral foundation during the summer is because if it's really hot outside and I sweat a lot, liquid foundations just don't last on me. Even if I use a setting spray, they just tend to sweat right off. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about this Cailyn brand, but I hadn't heard about it at all until a few weeks ago. I was in Gothenburg and I went into this little boutique, and they only sell two brands. They sell Zoya nail polishes and Cailyn Cosmetics makeup. So I asked the salesperson about this brand because I hadn't seen it before, and she told me that it's actually based in the US. So it's not like a Swedish brand or anything. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking now and get right into my foundation routine. I'm going to start by applying some of my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15 to the areas where I need the most coverage. And that will be under my eyes. I'm just going to use my finger for that. And on my pimples. Around my nose. Then I'm going to move on to foundation, and the foundation I'm going to use and that I'm obsessed with at the moment is my Cailyn foundation in the color CMF16. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. powder brush to apply this. So I'm getting some on my brush, tapping off the excess. And then I like to begin with my cheeks. I'm just going to buff that into my skin. I'm going to make sure to bring it down my neck, just so that everything is exactly the same color. Now on some areas of my face, for example around my nose and between my brows and on my pimples, it's easier to use a smaller brush. So I'm going to use my Sigma Large Fluff E50 to apply more foundation to the areas where I feel that I need it. I'm going to set the concealer under my eyes. cover these scars right here. And on my worst blemishes, I'm going to add a little bit more concealer. And I really only want to apply the product where I need it and not all over the face, because I don't want to end up looking cakey, but I do want to look pretty flawless. And last but not least, I'm going to set that extra concealer with a little bit more foundation. So on the areas where I really do have a lot of blemishes, I do use quite a lot of product, but since I only have a thin layer all over the face, it doesn't end up looking cakey. Next I'm going to contour a little bit, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl Cheekers bronzer. And this is a tiny bit shimmery, but I really don't mind. I kind of like the dewy look. So I'm going to apply this under my cheekbones and make sure to blend it really well. I'm also going to apply it to my jawline. Under my lid, down my neck. Now I have to apply quite a lot on my neck and chest because my neck is a little bit lighter than my face naturally. I'm also going to apply a little bit of bronzer to my temples. To my forehead, just a little bit. And also to the sides of my nose. Next I'm going to apply some blush using my Sigma Large Angle Contour F40, and I'm going to use my Rimmel powder blush in Santa Rose. Now I don't have a highlighter with me. My makeup collection isn't actually here in this apartment because we're in the process of moving and my makeup is in my new place where I currently live. And so I'm going to have to use a substitute, and I'm going to use this white eyeshadow from my Wet n Wild Walking On Eggshells trio. And I'm going to apply it with my Sigma F60 foundation brush. So I'm just going to get some of that. I'm actually going to brush some on the back of my hand so I don't get too much color payoff, because I just want the shimmer, I don't want the color. Now obviously a white eyeshadow wouldn't work as a highlighter on everyone, but since I am so pale, I actually think it works out quite well. But of course it would be better to use an actual highlighter. Now the very last product I'm going to use is another product that I'm completely obsessed with, and it's my Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. And this is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it a million times. And this is good for two reasons. Number one is it makes your makeup last, obviously, that's the whole point of it. And the second thing that I like it for is that it completely takes away any powdery look that the foundation may leave. Now this mineral foundation actually leaves quite a dewy look considering that it's a powder, but you know, it's still nice to make sure that you get rid of any powdery finish, because I don't really like to look powdery in the summer. So I'm just gonna spray this 4 times. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful, and yeah, that's everything I had to say for now, so I'll talk to you guys soon.